Hello and welcome to another Persona 3 video. You're probably wondering, oh boy, Snake Solid, do you know some weird piece of news that hasn't been reported on about Persona 3 Reload? And my answer to you would be, no, I don't. But what I do want to cover is Fuuka. Yes, this video is about Fuuka. Now, what am I talking about here? Well, I'm covering this article that I really like because this article really kind of encapsulates how me and a bunch of my friends on Discord feel about Fuuka's new portraits. Now, we all do like the new portraits, but there's one thing that a lot of Fuuka fans and Persona 3 fans have been wanting, and I just thought, you know what, we're already knees deep in Persona 3, why not make a silly video about a silly article that I like? So, let's get into that. Persona 3 fans really hope the dumbest character portrait makes it into Reload. Fuuka's back, not quite as you know her. I really like that tagline for the article. But yeah, let's get into reading it. Persona 3 fans are manifesting the single most important character portrait in the entire game for the remake. Over the past weekend at Anime Expo 2023, Atlus debuted the new Persona 3 Reload trailer just below. Aside from confirming an all-new English voice cast for the remake, the trailer also gives us a look at remade character portraits for the likes of Akihiko, Mitsuru, and Fuuka. It's the latter character who perhaps caught the most attention from the Persona fanbase. Fuuka has always been beloved by the Persona 3 players as a bit of a derp, and one of her in-game portraits from the original game really didn't help this image, which you can see below for yourself. Look at her. This portrait, deadass, is my favorite portrait of the entirety of Persona 3. Persona 3 has a lot of like scrunkly portraits, but this one right here is the scrunkliest of them all. It's just, it completely encapsulates how stupid a lot of Fuuka's portraits look, but it's a very endearing stupid. This is what you must aim for. This face is a big meme amongst my friend group, so I really do hope that it is in the remake as well. But let's continue with the article. Now, Persona 3 fans are really hoping this derpy portrait makes it into Reload. The post just below, for example, shows Fuuka's remade character sprite on the left before the post authors' attempts to remake her in their derpy vision. The result has some unintended consequences, if you go from the general gist of the response on Reddit. Tried to create Fuuka derpy face using the new sprites. This looks so funny. I don't know why. Something about the new one just looks really funny. Like... I absolutely hope that we have something like this, but I do think that even just arranging the eyes in the same sort of pattern doesn't really do much for Fuuka as a character. I really think this would be better if it was like in the same position. Like, I know Atlus is kind of going for the same one structure with different faces, portraits a lot of games do, and not exactly what Persona 3 was, but please, Atlus, I beg you, me and the Fuuka fandom, beg you, please make one exception for the Fuuka derp face, please. I will pay you an absorbent amount of money. I will buy 3 copies of Persona 3 Reload if you do this for me. Please, for the love of God. I'm fucking begging you. Below, perhaps, is a more appropriate derp remake for Fuuka. The user had tried to bring the eyes a little more central, and the result is a character that looks goofy, albeit in a weird way. The original Fuuka was pretty adorable and definitely easy to root for, which is sort of what makes these remakes trying to tap into here. Now, I like this one a lot better. This Fuuka face looks a lot more natural. It doesn't look as odd and overly funny and overly dumb as the one above. Not saying that the author was dumb for doing it, by the way. I'm just saying it just looks silly. This one looks more silly, but still kind of keeps the sprite looking more like a sprite and less like a stupid edit, is what I mean. I really like this one, and this is one that I could see working in the game quite well. Not as well as the original Scrunkly one, but, you know, it's good, all things considered. There's no reason to believe Fuuka's iconic derp face isn't in Persona 3 Reload. It's not like we've seen every in-game character sprite. After all, So Atlas could be holding back Fuuka's oddball look for later on. We certainly hope so, or else there might be plenty of disappointed Fuuka stands out there. The Fuuka fandom will not forgive you, Atlas, if you don't do this. We will rise up and ask you very nicely. So this is a pretty short article, everything considered. I just saw it when I was scrolling before going to bed, and I thought, it might be fun to just cover a little bit of an article, just because I also kind of wanted an outlet to talk about how I really do hope that they keep Fuuka's really silly nature intact when remaking this game, especially since a lot of her personality came from some of these really, really funny stills, and I think it would be a shame if we lost a lot of that in translation. But, like I said, not gonna assume the worst. I'm genuinely looking forward to the Persona 3 remake. And again, the art looks solid. I just really hope we get some cross-eyed Fuuka at least. That's the most iconic one because, as mentioned at the beginning of this, me and my friends love Fuuka's stupid ass expressions. We use them as emotes on Discord all the time. Like, look at some of these. But anyways, that's just been a quick, simple Snake Solid video. I'll be back to making content on other games pretty soon. I'm trying to get some stuff going, but since I have the record stuff for those and sort of take multiple takes, I figured that it would be nice to have a short video where I just talked about something. Are you excited for the Persona 3 remake? You better not tell me that you don't. I will make you feel unsafe if you say you're not. Just kidding, just kidding. Anyways, thank you for watching. Have a great day.